while at the US Nationals in Virginia, I met up with Zoukei Mura. Now, these are well known for their absolutely amazing aircraft kits in 1/32 and 1/48 scale, but they're a little less well known for their accessories. Now, they do produce a truly outstanding range of figures, but these new products I hadn't seen before, a range of diorama bases. So we're going to have a look at 3 samples, 2 which are designed for aviation and 1 designed for military. Now, this is the first of the bases we're going to have a look at. This is an improvised airfield base. Basically, it's a circular area of sand with a little bit of grass at the top. Now, these are predominantly designed for the larger 32nd scale modeler. So to give you an idea of the size, we'll just put a measure across. About 30 centimetres, or just a hair under 12 inches across from side to side. In this case, you could really use anything on this base. It doesn't have to be an aircraft, it could be a tank, it could be 48 scale, 32nd scale. If we zoom in closely onto the base, we'll see that it has got a grainy effect, just like crushed sand, so it's probably most suitable for things in the Pacific field of operations. The second base is mainly aimed at the military modeller. Now, this one is an area of blocked paving stones with a large area of rough ground on which you have tank tracks. Now, Zoukei Mura actually make a tank. It's a enemy type tank, looks rather like a Panther, and this base was actually sized for that. So the track width is about the same as a Panther. As you can see, I've got a Saint-Chamond from Tacom on my base, just to give you an idea of scale. It is identical to the previous one, about 30 inches. So if we move the Saint-Chamond out the way, I'll have a quick zoom in and we can have a look at some of that track detail. So a nice little display base for the military modeller, probably most suited for some German types, but realistically anything can go on this, any tracked vehicle. It depends on how important the track widths are to you, whether they lie up with the previous marks. Now, the last base is in fact my little favourite. 32nd scale, designed for Luftwaffe subjects from the Second World War, where, especially on the Eastern Front, you had wood hard standings laid down for the planes to sit on their dispersal point. This wood representation is truly awesome. I don't actually think the camera will pick it up. You've got subtle tone variation. There is even some knots in some parts. I'll try and zoom in close. It really is a very impressive looking base. I haven't done anything to this, so this is literally how it comes straight out the bag. Now, how much will these bases retail for? I'm not really sure. In America they were selling them for $22, which works out around about £15. That was a show offer, so I'm not quite sure what the normal retail price is. However, if you are going to Scale Model World at Telford, they are going to have their full range of bases on display, and there are quite a few more than I've got here. So I would really, if you aren't that good at making bases, or like me, a little bit of a lazy modeler who rather build the model than the base, this range is well worth checking out. I'd like to thank Zoukei Mura for supplying the review samples, and we will of course look at some further products in their range at a future date.